The city of Winnipeg is expected to run out of wastewater treatment capacity in the next 4 years. That's if an upgrade to the North End wastewater treatment plant doesn't get done in time. There's enough capital to do the first 2 phases of the upgrade, but there's no money right now for the third part of the project, except for the city. Joining us now with more on this and what it means to taxpayers is the City of Winnipeg's Director of Water and Waste, Tim Shanks. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, this is the largest capital project in Winnipeg's history. What is happening with the existing facility and why are we in this situation right now?
Yeah, no, it is the largest project in our history. You know, looking back at history, it's the largest project, but looking forward, it's very critical to Winnipeg's future. There's 3 reasons why we're doing this upgrade now. One is kind of obvious. Most of your viewers probably know this. Environmentally, there's license requirements. We need to upgrade how we treat the waste there in order to help do our part to save Lake Winnipeg. So that's one reason. The second reason is end of life equipment. A lot of the equipment at this plant was commissioned in the 1930s. This is 90-year-old equipment. It's at end of life. It needs to be replaced. But the third very, very important reason is growth. The plant is reaching actual capacity to treat sewage, and so in the next few years, if we don't complete this upgrade, we will be at capacity.
Okay, just because it's in the name, the North End wastewater, but it doesn't just service the North End, it services a large part of the city, right?
Yes, we have 3 sewage treatment plants. The North End plant is our largest. It treats 70% of the liquid waste in the city, but it treats 100% of the solids. The solid waste, the solid material that's left over after wastewater treatment at the other 2 plants is actually trucked to the North End plant to be digested.
This is quite a price tag to do this kind of work. You've reached phase 1 and 2 at this point. What kind of money are we talking about here, and where are you at in terms of those goals?
Well, yes, the first project, and we've split the upgrade into 3 different projects, 3 modular projects. The first one is looking to be in service this summer. We've come a long way on that. That's about a $500 million project. It's been a success so far. The second project is $1 billion. That's the digesters, the Project 2 we call it, which is in design right now and being delivered by a Progressive Design Build. So that's well underway. But the third project is the nutrient removal facilities. Those are the facilities where we are going to remove phosphorus and nitrogen biologically from the sludge. That is in procurement, which means we're talking with contractors right now, and our next step to award that design phase has to happen this year to stay on track.
And this is how much money? 1.5?
The last one's $1.5 billion, yes. And the city council approved our 1/3 share last December.
And you haven't heard from the province at this point, and you're still talking with the feds. In fact, yesterday, Mayor Gillingham met with Federal Transport Minister Stephen McKinnon, trying to encourage him to think about infrastructure in our city, and this being one of the projects that should be considered. How did that conversation go? Have you heard?
As far as I know, it went really well. There's a lot of good public statements and public support for it. Where the public service comes in is the into the weeds, where we're finalizing actual agreements and that sort of thing. So that process is still yet to happen.
And you're doing something different with this treatment as well. Tell us a little bit about how you're handling this whole thing differently.
Yeah, so because this is a very large project, larger than we've had before, the city is really taking a different approach in project delivery. First, where the phase 2 and 3 are using Progressive Design Build contracts. That's a very leading edge in the industry. Really gives us the best chance at success. Helps us control costs and get better quality. So that's very exciting from a project management point of view. But also project governance. We're doing a different governance model for these projects at the city. We're reporting directly to EPC. We report monthly. We have public dashboards. There's a lot of transparency and accountability we're trying to bake into this, and it's a very different approach for the city, and we're very excited about it.
We're pretty much out of time, but one last message to ratepayers. You're working on it, right? You're trying to get that money?
We're working on, yes, we're trying to get that money, and we're trying to protect the environment and upgrade this plant and secure Winnipeg's future.